Hi Matthew, a thrilling 3-2 win, last minute winner. Sum up today's game for me.
I thought we were the better team overall, all game, even in the first half. And I know, coming off at half time 2-0 down, you know, the fans are disappointed. I was disappointed obviously because we were losing. But in terms of the way that we were playing the game and controlling the game, I was happy because I thought we were back. We were playing out from the back, we were creating stuff when we retained the ball. However, we were caught, and it was poor on our part, the 2 goals we give away. We went in at half-time and we discussed, well, I talked, they listened, discussion if you like, about how we thought we could break them down, and thankfully the players, they deserve full credit, because it's not easy. Look, you come in at 2-0 down and, you know, the fans are, you know, they're disappointed and they're voicing their opinions, and then I go in and I'm not happy, and Dave's not happy, Andy's not happy, and Trevor's not happy, and they're probably not happy themselves, but to pick themselves up and go and perform like that in the second half, they deserve every bit of credit that comes their way. Because as much as people say 2-0 is a hard scoreline, you'd much prefer to be winning 2-0, and it's a tough ask to come from 2-0 down to win 3-2, but full credit to the boys because they went and done it.
Yeah. And the goals as well, the goals came from Sally, McKenna and Duke, two guys that weren't here before January as well. Can you give them a lot of credit for that?
Liam McKenna I thought was our best player. Liam McKenna was the Liam McKenna that I talked about in the summer, and I just said to him that he fully deserved his goal. He had a hand in all 3 goals. He won his headers, he won tackles, he broke up play, he opened up the pitch, he hit numerous switches of play, which is what he's good at, and he went and done, and that was the Liam McKenna I remember from 2 years ago. He's not the Liam McKenna who played for us in pre-season, because that wasn't Liam McKenna. For me, that was a fella who'd come in, and whether he was nervous or what, I don't know, but today showed everybody, I suppose, why I've been ranting and raving about him, and why I brought him back. Because it could have been easy for me to leave him there and just see how he developed over the season, but I felt he could offer us something. And Dukey was unlucky to not be in the starting 11 today. But we felt the game plan was to go a certain way and then to get Dukey on for the last 20 minutes, because we thought it was a game where we would have to move them about and dominate possession, and then Dukey would come on. And he proved me right, you know, and I spoke to him, and I've spoken to all the players. That 11 that won that game might not be the 11 that plays next week, and that's just the way we're going to do it. We're going to treat each game now on merit, and we're going to work out a plan how to play against certain teams. And obviously we play Carrick next week, who've beaten us twice, so we obviously what we've done the last 2 times hasn't worked, so we need to change it up a little bit. So we'll look at that this week. But some people might have been disappointed and sulked if he's sitting on the bench, but Dukey didn't. He came on and offered us a different threat, and I thought it was a wonderful finish. Composure, you know, it's last minute. A lot of people might have volleyed it first time or tried to attack with the head, and he had the composure to take a touch and finish, and I was delighted for him, because he's done really well since he's come in here.
Top 6 now, we're into the split. Everybody plays everybody, so this is really the business end of the season. You're looking for other teams to take points of each other, but mainly for us just to go on that run.
We have to go on a run. Without doubt, we have to go on a run. We haven't done it enough this season. We've not been consistent enough, and that's what I'm talking about. Maybe that's now my job, to make sure that we're consistent, and if the team changes, so be it. I think we've now got a good enough group and squad of players, and actually good enough characters that they understand what we're doing. And if we're winning games every week, then, you know, I'll be happy and they'll be happy. So we approach now, starting this week, for preparing for Carrick on Saturday. For Dundalk, on Saturday. I know I mentioned Carrick earlier, my head was away, but yeah, Dundalk we play, who obviously give us a pasting here, but we done well. It was a last minute 3-2 winner there as well, so we'll be looking for more of the same this week coming.